This week, since we are celebrating Thanksgiving, let's take a quick pause before we dive in. I want us to take a moment to give thanks whether to God or to life itself. Let's be grateful for being here, for our health, and for the energy to keep chasing our dreams. Let's appreciate the peace and unity in our families, the people who have come into our lives this year, and the blessings, big and small, that we have received. Let's be thankful for the moments of joy and even the tough ones. They all shape us. And most importantly, let's be grateful for who we are and for who we are becoming. Amen. Good evening, my dear followers, and welcome to Beyond the Deal, a space for debate and reflection that, like every Friday, I have the pleasure of bringing to your screens. Have you been wondering why Miami feels so crazily expensive those days? Like, what's really going on? Well, if that question has crossed your mind, then you are in for a treat. This mini-series, Miami versus the World, is here to help you unpack some of the reasons behind this situation. Stick with me until the end because I promise you are going to be surprised in the best way possible. I got a question for you. Have you subscribed yet? Go ahead and hit that button if you haven't already. Drop a comment at the end and give us a like. It's free and honestly, it changes lives. Let's get started. Before we dive into what everyone is eager to hear, Miami in 2024, how about we flee back through the pages of history for a moment? The city of Miami was officially founded on July 28, 1896, but here's the twist. Peace in the area was not formally established until 39 years later in 1935, when the Seminole descendants signed a treaty with the US government. Now, you may be asking, who are the Seminoles? Let's take a quick detour to that to explore who they are. The Seminoles are a Native American tribe that settled in the Florida Peninsula. They are recognized as one of the most prosperous tribes in the nation and were among the last indigenous groups to remain free in the United States. Today, the Seminoles thrive through agriculture, hunting, fishing, and tourism-related businesses. And here is a fun fact. Out of the 560 Native American tribes in the US, 224 operate gaming and gambling establishments. This industry has created a massive business, and guess what? It has allowed the Seminoles to own something as iconic as the Hard Rock Cafe chain. Amazing, right? Alright, closing the little history lesson, let's get back to Miami. After its founding, Miami's destiny was shaped by a series of key events. During the 1920s, the city experienced a major boom. Gambling was largely permitted and prohibition laws were not strictly enforced, which attracted thousands of people from across the country. The population doubled in just 3 years. Real estate speculation also played a huge role. With its coastal location and incredible climate, land prices skyrocketed, quadrupling in just 5 years. But this rapid growth came at a cost. The cost of living became unsustainable for many. Then came disaster. In 1926, a devastating hurricane wiped out much of the city, leaving behind destruction and unemployment. That's why it's often said that the Great Depression hit Miami 3 years earlier than the rest of the country. However, Miami was also one of the first cities to recover from the 1929 economic crisis. The aviation and construction industries played a big role in this recovery. A shining example of this era is the hundreds of Art Deco buildings that were constructed in South Beach, which remain a defining feature of the city today. After World War II, Miami's population grew rapidly, thanks to thousands of soldiers choosing to settle in the area. Then in 1959, Fidel Castro's rise to power in Cuba sparked a wave of migration as thousands of Cubans fled to Miami. They established what we now call Little Havana, breathing new life into the city. Fast forward to 1980, during the Mariel boat lift crisis, more than 125,000 Cubans left the island and found refuge in Miami. This influx of migrants eventually led to an economic boom in South Florida. In truth, Miami is a city built by migrants, not just Cubans, but people from dozens of nationalities seeking refuge and opportunity. It's this unique blend of cultures and stories that has made Miami what it is today. A vibrant, dynamic city shaped by resilience and reinvention. Today, Miami stands tall as a major financial and commercial hub, not just for the United States, but for the entire world. It has also earned a reputation as an international leader in tourism and hospitality, serving as the world's top departure point for cruise ships. Now, the moment you all have been waiting for. Let's dive into how Miami ranks globally and why it has become one of the most desirable cities and expensive cities to live in. Here we are wrapping up 2024, and I know everyone is curious to see where Miami stands compared to other cities in the US and across the globe. Let's get started. According to the platform Niche, Miami was ranked as the 22nd most recommendable city in the US for young professionals in 2024. The real estate company Point2 Homes placed Miami as the 18th most desirable location in the world for premium office rentals. Miami is also recognized as the 15th best city globally for endless sunshine and holds the 15th spot for best street art. Long Love named Miami the 11th best city for outdoor sports. US News and World Report ranked two of Miami's hotels among the best in the nation. Faena Hotel and the Setai secured the 10th and 11th spot. Moving into the work-life balance trend, Travel and Leisure ranked Miami in the top 10 US cities for workation, a blend of work and vacation. The city's blend of culture, opportunity, and lifestyle makes it one of the most sought-after places in the world. Now, moving up to another step on the podium, Miami takes the 6th spot nationally in two categories. Best Skyline in the US as reported by Rent.com, and Best Sports City in the US according to Wallet Hub. Alright, let me pause for a second and ask you something to see if you know it. Do you know which city ranks as the 5th in the world where the wealthiest families prefer to buy multiple properties? That's right, it's here, it's Miami. And for anyone watching from another city or country, wondering if Miami sunset is worth it, let me tell you this. The Discover blog ranked Miami in the top 5 US cities for enjoying a relaxing and stunning sunset. Now, if you are an entrepreneur looking to start your own business, you are in luck. Miami has everything you need according to Real Estate Witch. The city is ranked as the number 4 best in the US to launch a startup. It also holds the 4th spot as one of the best US cities for pet owners, as reported by Travel and Leisure. And for those dreaming of hitting it big and joining the ranks of the wealthy, Miami has you covered. The city ranks fourth globally as a leader in millionaire growth over the last decade, with an outstanding 75% increase, according to Henley and Partners and New World Wealth. I know you're eager to find where Miami takes the top spot, but hang tight, we're almost there. Miami wins the bronze medal and lands in third place in several impressive categories. The largest vacation home market in the US according to the Miami Association of Realtors. The best US cities to invest in commercial real estate as ranked by DLA Piper. Best cities in the world to move to. Top cities in the world for nightlife and fun according to Time Out. Premium luxury watch market as reported by Swiss watch brand Pernod in 2024. Let us not forget that Miami also ranks third in the US for the most expensive zip codes, with 33109 on Fisher Islands taking the spotlight. So what about the second place? Miami holds this prestigious spot as the second most desired city in the world to live in, as ranked by Travel and Leisure magazine. And now we clear the path for the top spot. Miami's first place rankings both nationally and globally, along with why this incredible city continues to rise in value, will all be revealed in the second and final part of the mini-series Miami versus the World. Next episode. That's all for today. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next Friday. It's a guarantee to leave you speechless. We're out of time, but as I always say, I hope that everything that happens to you between now and the next time we meet is absolutely amazing. Be happy out there.